Later, you'll climb up into some corridors of a ship that you're on. If you head down this one corridor, you can either go left or right. Go right, and you will find the next treasure. Treasure number 61. It is a silver figa amulet. If that was mine, I'd call it my Fight the Power keychain. A little later on, you're going to have a massive shootout with a bunch of guys in this shipyard. Once you kill them all off, if you make your way along this back wall, you'll see a gun turret if you need a landmark. Climb up to this ledge here, and there will be a walkway that you can walk down. At the very far end, you will find the next treasure. It's a bird of some kind. It is an antique silver parrot. I'm no bird expert, but that's a pigeon. Later you'll come to a point where there's a high up ladder you got to get to. You can see the next treasure is just across this gap in this destroyed ship. You'll need to go around jumping beam to beam in order to get there. And when you finally get to it, you'll see that it is a turquoise and pearl bracelet. Continue to murder your way to the top of the ship, and you'll eventually come to a point where there is a rope. You need to run up the wall to get further up, but before you do that, climb the rope. It'll lead you up through a window, and that's where you'll find the next treasure. It is an unusual blue stone ring. 4 more of those, and you can summon Captain Planet. After this, you use the rope, and you can climb up to this little protruding walkway. You can see Ramsey's ship in the distance. Before you go into the ship, though, climb down the opposite side, and you'll see the next treasure on the face of the ship. It's a gold scarab brooch. After the cutscene in the control room, you'll see that there's a zip line that Nate has to go down, but before you do, look to the right, and in the corner you'll find the next treasure, another coin. It's a gold Axumite coin. Chapter 13, Rough Seas. You start this level on some floating docks in the middle of a storm. We'll pause here to give Nate time to ruthlessly gun down about a half dozen men with families. First treasure, if you head to the right, you'll be jumping along a lot of docks here. And in a little corner on some barrels, you'll find the first treasure. It is an antique silver box. This time, if you go left from the beginning of the chapter, you'll find the next treasure. You'll see some ship containers. Inside of the yellow ship container, you'll find the next treasure. It is a silver tribal bangle. I love the bangles. From the yellow ship container, just head further up. You'll see a boat that you have to try to get on in a little bit, but before you do that, follow the wooden dock around the side, and around the corner you'll find the third and final treasure for this chapter. It is an ancient gold and coral bracelet. You know it's 99% coral. Eventually you blow up a couple boats, which leads into the next chapter, Cruising for a Bruising. This chapter begins with Nate infiltrating a cruise ship that belongs to Ramses. Once you climb aboard, just run down this walkway here, and on the left in a little cubbyhole you'll see the first treasure. And it is an unusual mask brooch. After this, a boat will collapse and almost kill you. You'll find yourself at the back of the boat. Before you climb up the lifeboat to the second level, run around the far side and around the corner by a fire hose F. You will find the next treasure. It's a rose-cut diamond pendant. A little later on, you'll have a gunfight with a bunch of guys on the deck of the ship, with all the ship containers surrounding you. There will be one ship container in the middle of the area. Jump on top of it. If you look to the right, you'll see the next treasure down at the end of the walkway. And it looks like a necklace. And there you have it, the first pearl necklace of the video game. We've all been waiting for it. And it's an emerald and pearl necklace. Classy. After this, you'll come to a pool that Nate proceeds to play Marco Polo by himself in because he's insane. If you look to the left of the pool, you'll find our next treasure hidden away. It is, wait for it, an antique Minerva pendant. After you kill off all the guys in the ballroom, room with the piano in it. You go to the doorway with the sun above it. Don't go left quite yet. Go right, follow it around, and you will find the next treasure. And it is a ruby and pearl pendant. At this point, if you continue to make your way down the deck of the ship, go all the way to the end, you'll see a red fire hose box on the wall. And if you look on the ground behind some deck chairs, you will find the next treasure. It is a Georgian English compass. It sucks. The needle points the same way no matter which way you aim it. After this, you will turn around and enter the ship. I've already taken the liberties of murdering the fishermen aboard. You'll go to one room and you'll go behind a bar and you will find the next treasure there. It looks like a ruby and diamond bracelet. That's exactly what it looks like. Soon after that, you will find yourself in a stairwell. At the bottom of the stairs is a red door of death. Before you go through there though, look back underneath the stairwell and you will find the next treasure. It's a cufflink. It's an amethyst cufflink. They didn't have suits back then. That thing is 20 years old tops. Now you can go through the red door of death and you'll find a red hallway of death. At the end of it, if you hang a left, you will see the next treasure. Drake insists on walking slow at this part. And it's another ring. Golden amethyst ring. And you're that much closer to summoning Captain Planet. And this leads us into chapter 15, Sink or Swim. This chapter is all about escaping the ship which you caused to sink. There is only one treasure located in this chapter, and it is found at the part where you go falling down the hallway and end up in the sideways bedrooms. Once you climb up into the second bedroom, there is a bathroom in the room. You gotta hurdle your way over, and that is where you will find the soul treasure. And it is a silver Rococo napkin ring. Chapter 16, one shot at this. That's a lie, you get to try it as many times as you need. At the beginning, you and Elena will be sneaking into a warehouse. You will find yourself in a big open room. First treasure is located in this room. There's some boxes in the center. You gotta climb your way up to the very top of the stack. And on the highest box, you will find the first treasure of this chapter. And it is a mosaic bird's pendant. And you are now an expert fortune hunter.